Catherine. Hey, Shona. Hey, everybody. We'll get started. We've got a few new people here, or expected here today. So, quick introductions. My name's Travis Martin. I've lost over 100 pounds on the program, come off all prescription medications. And the program's changed my life, and now it's changing tens of thousands of other lives too. So for that, we just say, bless the name of the Lord. We've got three types of members here. We've got our free community members, we've got our lifetime members, and we've got our partner. We want to thank our lifetime members and partners for making a way for other people to participate in the program without any barrier to entry. So we want to really represent ourselves as a ministry first and foremost, more than a business. And that means helping people that are in need, especially in this day and time when there's a gazillion weight loss programs out there. It's hard to cut through that noise with an ethical, truth-telling program. So without those lifetime members and partners, we would not exist. And we want to thank you. We've got one new partner. I want to thank Cindy Baker for becoming a new partner of ours and really making this ministry her own and having a desire to bless others and also bless us. So thank you so much, Cindy. Our report today, we had so far over the last 7 days, our members have reported 377 pounds lost. That's just out of 478 people who actually self-reported. That's an average of more than 2 pounds a week per person. That's outstanding. We had 208 of those people maintaining their weight now. Beautiful thing. We're not wanting to subscribe to a diet. Diets don't work. Anything that we start with but can't stick with forever is a waste of our time. So it's good to see so many people maintaining. We had several members earn their 10-pound badge, lost their first 10 pounds. Mindy Lehman, Rachel Champion, and Takira Dean. 25-pound badge, Anita Borders, Alicia Dover, and had, 4 fast-track badges earned, and 1 Lady of Discipline badge earned. Tressa Nelson, who's been journaling consistently now for a long time, got her Lady of Discipline badge. Barbara Fusco earned her Self-Mastery badge. And our Top Gun Ace, the ace of the last class, the last challenge, the Top Gun Danger Zone Challenge, was RN Fit Girl. Congratulations, everybody. So these 11 a.m. sessions, Monday through Friday, are supplemental to your fast track education. We want to make sure that if you haven't, that you watch those fast track videos and earn the fast track badge. That lets us know that you're on your way. If you come to these sessions, we'll try to help you, but if you haven't earned the fast track badge, it's likely that you might leave confused, because we talk a lot about what really is advanced nutrition, food combining for insulin control, and we don't want you leaving confused. And once you go through the fast track classes, you'll get a lot more use out of these Monday through Friday 11 a.m. sessions that we use to answer questions, to help personalize for people. This is our support hour. So please, let's get this class underway. Any questions for me? It can be about anything regarding what I consider the 4 pillars of lifestyle and a well lifestyle, and that is faith, nutrition, exercise, and supplementation. If we put all that together, we're going to have an amazing transformation. Hello, Lynn Eldon. Good to have you. Been a while. Hope you're doing good, sis. Wanda says, I'm down 10 pounds, but I don't know if I've gotten the badge. So, Wanda, quick question. You'll earn the, we can check that for you. Joni may be with us today to check. Let me see if she's able to be with us today. Yeah, Joni's with us, so she can check that. But just so you know, to earn that 10-pound badge, you can let me know here if maybe this is the problem or the challenge. You must also journal every day in order to earn that 10-pound badge. So we don't just celebrate weight loss. We celebrate engaging in the activities daily that not only create weight loss but maintain weight loss. So let us know how you're doing with your journal, and then we'll get Joni to see if you've earned it if you've been journaling. Diane Malone, I've been having stomach issues. Someone suggested that I try FODMAP diet. What do you know about that? I don't. As I've said many times, and this is a liability, I suppose, if I'm your coach, I'm sold out to Shibboleth. I try to keep up with all those other programs. If you think it's something that would help you, go give that a try. We're all about seeing people do well and create a well life for themselves. Diane, we'd hate to lose you, but with your stomach issues, if Shibboleth's not working out, give that a try. You know, I hate to see people program hop, especially when we're teaching food combinations that work, eating a well-balanced meal up to 3 times a day. I'll try to remember to go do some research on that, but there's so many programs out there now. Please don't get mad at me. I just don't, I'm sold out to Shibboleth. And if I pick up something about it, then certainly I'll look into it and see how that is. I wish I could help you. Maybe somebody here can. I'm all about Shibboleth. For the partner workout, should we just, hey Karen, for the partner workout, should we just repeat the workouts we received last week? Sasha's working on a new format. So the way that works, it's a slow go anyway. We're not trying to add a lot of difficulty each week. We're trying to get people conditioned. So yeah, you will receive some workouts, but they're basically the same. We follow the Ben Patrick mode, which is the same workouts each week as we start getting more conditioned. There's no need to add a bunch of new exercises right out of the gate. But as we see people progressing, because we're watching the analytics behind the scenes, are people actually improving their push-up position? Are they improving their squat position? The progression feature is going to help you with the number of reps that you should be doing. And then we did add a couple of exercises in our last Saturday meeting. We'll go over those again this Saturday at 10 a.m. We do meet every 3 Saturdays a month with our partners to go over exercises, answer any questions. And Sasha's working on a really cool format to make those lessons printable and more enjoyable than they are currently. But yeah, so basically you have Monday a set of exercises, Tuesday a set of exercises. You don't have to take a recovery day on Wednesday, but we recommend it. After 2 workouts, take a recovery day is really nice. And then Thursday repeats Monday and Friday repeats Tuesday. And just go back and forth because there's only a few exercises. So there's just not going to be a lot of variety regarding those exercises because we're trying to focus on the basics. We did not want to compete or rival some of these programs that like CrossFit, where it's a new workout every day. We really didn't want to do that with our demographic. We're really more thinking about getting people conditioned using their body weight. But I think you're going to enjoy our little exercise program that we're calling the Rod Bod, the rest of your days, the best of your days. Just give it time to mature and keep working on those progressions because you get 12 workouts with the progression feature. It's important to go through those. And then once you get through 12, then you do another max test. And then that max test will generate your next 12 workouts. All I'm doing is sending people some ideas on how to go through those on a daily basis. You could actually skip my recommendation. Just keep in mind, it's just a recommendation. The progression feature was so that people could go at their own pace. They wouldn't have to wait on me. But certainly use what we send as ideas on how to program your own workout if you'd like to. So this FODMAP is an elimination diet. That makes sense to me. That's a big thing these days. We do some of that with our Lion and Shark days. I believe an elimination diet should begin with just eating meat because most people, those are non-toxic foods. It's usually the plant foods that are causing a problem. Plants are living living things, and they don't have a fight or flight mechanism like we do and like animals do. So what they do is put off toxins, and a lot of us in this world that's moving toward more of a plant-based diet, we're way over consuming powerful plant alkaloids, especially from the nightshade group, from I guess I should say from leaves and roots, and we're really overdoing it in regards of those, because our culture is pushing us to a plant-based diet. I believe that we should not exclude or eliminate any food group, that we need them all. But yeah, that maybe FODMAP would be a nice way for you to figure out, what's causing your stomach issues. Yeah, dairy, Lynn says dairy, avoid dairy. Yeah, if we didn't want to go full on food elimination, I would suggest getting rid of all dairy and all wheat products. That's a good place to start. Good job, Joanne, lost 15 pounds. Way to go. Y'all are explaining FODMAP to me. Thank you. Thank you. I understand now. I'm not up to speed on it. I used to try to stay up to speed on that, but I get asked. It's just, I'm not too great at it anymore, keeping up with the plethora of program. Do I need to add the Superman this week? Wasn't sure. That's not part of the progression system at this time, Karen, but certainly that was one we went over last Saturday, and I would definitely consider adding that. It's really good for the lower back. It will strengthen your lower back, your core too, your spinal erectors. It's a good one. The two that we've added on are not a part of the progression feature. It was really just some ideas. The plank and the Superman. Again, working on your core strength and your lower back strength, getting that area, getting blood flow to that area, getting it conditioned. So yeah, you could certainly add that if you like to. It's not mandatory or necessary, but if you're looking for some creativity and you want to add a couple of movements on to the push-up, air squat, burpees, those standards, what we did was present standards that we felt like people could progress through, and then we're going to throw in one or two here and there just to keep things interesting. Yeah, Diane, line and short days would probably be my recommendation, to go 3 days to a week. See how you feel with those stomach issues, using only tier 1. If your stomach issues clear up, and two, somebody suggested dropping coffee. That was causing them some gastrointestinal distress. So start with meat and water for 3 days maybe. See how you're feeling. And then if you're feeling better, we know that we've identified some problem that's causing the stomach issue that's probably plant related or coffee related. Yeah, autoimmune disorders, in it's really my very strong belief, after going through some courses and then looking at a food elimination diet for myself, that autoimmune disorders are coming from the overindulgence in certain powerful plant alkaloids, because plants, without them being able to flee from their hunter, they put off powerful toxins. Most of our powerful pharmaceutical medications are made from plant alkaloids. We're supposed to get in, it's kind of like a snake venom, so to speak. If you pick up a little bit of the plant toxin all along the way, it helps you build up a huge resistance and great immune system to your environmental toxins. But if we're overindulging, it's like overindulging in powerful medications. So you have to be real careful with plants. As our culture, we just love to start excluding food groups and go all in to just being a carnivore, or all in to be a vegan. And it's the wrong approach. It's factually the wrong approach for almost all people. Not all. I know there's an exception to the rule, but for most people, what we need is a very well-balanced diet that allows for at least a 16-hour fast a day, and we'd all be a lot healthier. Desiree, I had a question about the fat-free cream cheese. Is the 1/3 less fat the same as fat-free? That is the only one I could find. It's close enough. I'm glad you asked. It's close enough. You might want in the recipe that you're using that with, You might want, if it's in a recipe, you might want to dial your portion back because you are adding some extra calories that might make a difference depending on what the recipe is. You still need to count that. If you're having a large portion of it, you need to count it a category 4, which really means you need to avoid category 3s and 5s with that cream cheese. Oh, thanks, Karen. Thanks. Yeah, we've had some challenges. When a small team like this, things can really upset our apple cart pretty quickly. And many of you know now that many of our social media accounts were hacked, and now we've been locked out. And we spent a plethora of time we needed to be investing into our clients on trying to remedy that situation. So thanks for everybody's patience with us as we try to ramp up our support and activity, not ramp it down. But there's always these fires behind the scenes that take away from our time. Patricia says fat-free cream cheese no longer available. Hate to hear that. Just be careful if you're using one-third reduced fat cream cheese. You need to avoid category 3s and 5s if you're going to use it. I have sciatica. Will that help? Well, I have really bad sciatica. And in fact, I've been told I need a back fusion. If it were not for my Stretch a Minute and my core work, I don't know what kind of shape I would be in, Sandra. And also losing weight has really helped me in my sciatica. I've had a back surgery. I currently have an L5, S1, and a torn SI joint. So I feel your pain, but what does not help your sciatica is sedentary behavior. So by all means, please keep moving, and please join us with the partner exercises and the progression. It will definitely strengthen you so that you can better manage your sciatica. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you so much. I really believe in just using our body weight as I've gotten older. I believe in a great stretching routine, flexibility routines help my back so much. And I believe in core body weight core exercises and progressing. Diane gives a great recipe for making your own cream cheese. You want one that says too many protein bars were messing with my stomach. They can. Yeah, if you overdo it, anything we overdo can mess with us. Even if we're overdoing meat, it's so hard to digest. Anything that we do can cause problem if we're overdoing it. Need really good balance and variety. If you use 1/3 less cream cheese, do you recommend not using carbonara pasta? I'd prefer you use Explore Cuisine, but again, if you're going to use carbonara pasta, it's got a lot of protein and fiber. So if you're just going to do that, you just prefer that pasta, you'll just need to dial your overall portion back. Do I recommend Stretch a Minute for 68 and 75-year-olds? I recommend it for 100 years old. It's that maintaining flexibility and mobility is probably the most devalued thing. Once we start entering our 40s and 50s, so important that if we have limited time to exercise, that we spend most of that time with flexibility and mobility work. So I absolutely recommend it for everyone. It's lengthening those muscles, keeping them flexible. Because of my stretch routine, I can do things that I ought not be able to do with some of the injuries I've had. But definitely recommend a Stretch a Minute. Karen says the Stretch a Minute's amazing. I love it. I love mine too. I used it this morning. I've used it almost daily for many, many years. I love it. I can be really in pain and a good stretching out with my Stretch a Minute. And it's also a great workout device with these progressions that we're working on. You get stronger if you do them Stretch a Minute style. But I just don't know where I would be without that little device. And I love that positive feedback it gives me, Karen. I've even at time when I didn't have it, used a long towel or a stretch strap, but it's just not the same setting your phone up and watching the timer. That positive feedback, it really, really is important, I think. Anyone else? Any other questions? Can be about anything today. I hope you're getting something out of it. I'm glad Diane's going to stick with us. I was afraid the FODMAP or whatever was some weird program. you got to buy stuff. Or talked to somebody yesterday, they were spending, before they come to Shibboleth, they were spending more than $500 a month on powerful food combining, so much more powerful than the gimmicks that we can get hold of. Anybody else? Yeah, me too, Diane. Thousands and thousands of dollars I wasted. All I needed was education, a little willpower, the Holy Spirit, and a local grocery store. Everything else is just bells and whistles. I love that y'all are using your Stretch a Minute. That's going to pay dividends as we all gain more experience by the day. Jitterbug, my friend, I am sure I know the answer, but is better long-term to have a regular breakfast versus Mighty Muffins? I mean, that's the correct answer is yes. Eggs are better than a Mighty Muffin. Whole food, organic eggs is going to be better than a prepackaged processed product. But your weight loss, if we're looking at just purely weight loss and tackling that issue first, Mighty Muffins probably would, because they're obviously pre-portioned, would probably yield you a better weight loss result. But with you not trying to lose weight any longer, I'd rather see you eat whole foods. When somebody's trying to lose weight, I love to see them use the -2, -3 meal replacements 1 to 2 times a day, and then eat one whole food meal, because they'll drop the fat a lot faster. But then once you reach maintenance, I suggest that 80% of your consumption be from whole foods for better health. What is a Stretch a Minute? I don't have mine in here to show you, but it's basically a stretch strap that you can shorten or lengthen that has handles. It looks like nunchucks, and it gives you positive feedback as you're holding your static stretch the right length of time. You can also use it to work out and to hold certain movements longer, to build strength quicker. It's just a very handy device. Every 10 seconds it beeps. It goes beep at 10 seconds, beep, beep at 20, beep, beep, beep at 30, all the way to a minute, ensuring that you hold your postures for the right length of time to get the correct lengthening of the muscle. So very, very good little device. Lasts forever if you take care of it. I've been carrying it everywhere I go for many years. So that's basically what the Stretch a Minute is. Lynn says, I'm off of Facebook, so what's the best way to stay connected on top of these Zoom meetings? I text out. You can go to the website and register for them under Travis, the Travis tab. Or I also, unless you may not want to be bothered, but before I go live, I text a notification about these live sessions, and you can go to travis.live. You can either remember to go to the website and register, and I suspect I will probably at some point no longer be on Facebook myself. So it's going to get harder and harder to communicate, because out of sight, out of mind. But you can go to myshibboleth.com, log in, and under the Travis tab, you can find me. Or I can text you. If you go to travis.live, you can sign up there. But those are the two best ways. I too, as soon as I can do it without ruining our opportunity to stay afloat, I will be off Facebook. We also have our own community now that we're playing with. If you go to the community tab, you'll see the new community that looks like Facebook but isn't Facebook. Thanks, Karen, for posting that. But groups, if you're not on Facebook but want to be in a group, we are, I may be misunderstanding the question. We have built our own community now. They're building the group feature now. We've tried to put together this algorithmically, been working on it for 2 years. Trying to put together algorithmically to create a positive environment with no negativity, without penalizing people and give them the freedom of speech, but yet the algorithms will gear itself to positive posts and try to condition people to be positive and not negative. We ourselves want to get off Facebook as soon as we can. Right now I'm off of it because I'm locked out. But this is what our new community looks like, everyone. And as you can see, Sasha's made a post here. It's got your typical emojis. that you can mark. If somebody dislikes your post, we figured out a way, the way we've written it, if somebody dislikes it, it won't show you that they disliked it. We don't want to cause animosity in the group. It will show us on the admin side that it's been disliked. So if somebody finds the post not appealing or negative, they can dislike it. Nobody knows about it, not even the person that was disliked. And then we get to see it on the back end. If a person's posts are getting a certain percentage of dislikes because the overall community feels that it's negative. And by the way, when it's disliked, that person won't have to look at it anymore, that particular post. And if it gets a high enough percentage of dislikes, meaning the community's finding your post negative, you'll still see it. It won't disappear. And the people that liked it will still see it, but no one else will be able to see it. So we're trying to create a very positive environment, and it looks a lot like Facebook. So here, my point was going to be, Sasha and Sergey are working on the potential to add groups so that just like Facebook, we can all add our own group that we might want to be a part of. There'll be a listing of all the groups that's in our community. So this is it. This is where we're headed. Right now, there's very few people involved. People are conditioned to stay on Facebook, so that's going to be an uphill battle for us. But we want to give an alternative to that negative environment that is Facebook, that pits people against each other and has become a place for people to just air their dirty laundry. We want to get away from that. We don't feel like God is going to bless that. Can I eat off the eaten path veggie crisp? Rose, I've never heard of it. Let's go and check our library. So anytime I'm not available to you, you can go to the food library. And now I'm going to type in off the eaten. Let me just type it in that way and see what comes up. Off the eaten path. Do you see? Let me see. Let me go share this again. I forgot. I'm not showing you. So let me show you. So I went into the food library, my friend, and I searched. If it's not in the food library, you don't want to be eating it if you're serious about weight loss. If you think it should be in the food library, then you can go to the We Fixed It group and ask in there if we can approve it for you. So I'm going to this and I click it. First of all, the first thing I notice is it's a number 1 on the weight loss meter. Do you see that, my friend? Do you see this +1? Do you see that? That means that it's approved, but it's not going to be too good for weight loss, but it is approved. Now, when I go to this, if this is what you're asking me about, it is a category 3, and you can have up to 1 of these servings a day as a snack. So that means you'd have to have a 1 and 2 with it or a 7 and 2 with it. Does everybody get that? Do you understand that? I want to make sure you understand. So we have to use it with a lean protein and a fibrous carb, or a category 7 and a fibrous carb, shellfish and fibrous carb, or we can have 1 serving of it as a snack. So your request was in the library, and I had not heard of that one. Why would I be having issues with bowel movements when I am getting lots of water? Do I need to increase fiber? I will need more information than that. Constipation is defined as not having a bowel movement in 3 days. We all want to go daily, but how often are you going? You're eating less for one thing, and your body's using more of what you're consuming. So I wouldn't be too worried about it unless you're really feeling rough. I mean, you're having stomach pain and stomach discomfort, in which case I'd probably go speak to my physician since I'm not a doctor. But if you're going once every couple of days, give your body time. Are you getting enough movement? Drinking your water is important. Consuming your fiber is important. And you're getting plenty of fiber if you're following our food combinations. If you're not following our food combinations, then it is likely you're not getting enough fiber. If you feel like you need to supplement with fiber, I would recommend Thorn Fiber Mend. It mixes really well with anything. Also, the Advocare Fiber Packet works great, but it probably works a little better than Fiber Mend, but it's not as mixable in as many different beverages without you tasting it. So fiber men, you might want to up your fiber there if you're not eating very many category 2s. And number one, people don't get enough movement. When we don't get enough movement, I mean activity, we will become constipated even if we're getting enough fiber. So we're used to laxative-like effects. When we're consuming enough fiber, enough roughage, enough insoluble fiber, it takes its time working through the digestive tract. So if you just started a healthy eating approach, you need to give your body time to adjust. Diane, maybe Joni can help you there. I'm not on my phone. Maybe Joni can help you and see if the community's on the phone. It should be. When I checked yesterday, it was available on my phone. It's not in the app, but it is on the mobile-friendly website. So maybe Joni can guide you here without me being able to troubleshoot with you. I can't really figure out what you're missing on there in regards to the community. Sarah says, I have to say I was afraid of switching to maintenance mode, but it hasn't been an issue. It allows for more holidays, combinations, poor, so it's truly a lifestyle. I find myself still out of habit. I suppose to consider whether if what I'm putting in my mouth is going to cause an insulin response. Shibboleth has truly given me a new freedom from being a slave to food. Amen. That's good. We don't want to be enslaved to anything. Lynn offers up some good advice. A good probiotic will definitely help with regularity. I always recommend a probiotic. Magnesium's fine. Can we have the Kodiak Mighty Muffin? Let's go and look. Let's look in our library. Make sure that you know how to find the library, because sometimes I'm not available. So we go to resources and we go to food library and we go to Kodiak. We want to make sure that we're not eating things that aren't approved. There's plenty of things that are approved. And here I find all types of Kodiak. So you said the Kodiak Mighty Muffin. I'm not sure which one of these that is going to be, because it's not a Mighty Muffin. It says Kodiak Cakes, Kodiak Protein. I'm not sure which one it is, so I might have to get you to look at all of these. But if we go through there and see if the product that we're asking for is there, that would be great. And then follow the description for use as well. I didn't share my screen again, sorry. These are what I find, these ones here. I'm not sure if any of these are what you're looking at. You want to make sure, just because it says Kodiak doesn't mean that it's approved at the grocery store. You want to make sure the specific products in here. And I'm just not sure if the one you're looking for is in here. So what we'd want to do, if yours isn't in here, if it's in here, we follow the description. But if it's not in here, then before we consume it and set ourselves back 2 days with a holiday, we add it to the We Fixed It group and let the team research and be diligent to help you figure out how to have that product that you're wanting. What about Miralax that mixes with water? I'm not a fan of Miralax at all. If your physician has told you to use Miralax, then you do that. Whatever your physician tells you is going to trump whatever I tell you. I'd much rather see you consume the amazing Thorne Fiber Men with good prebiotics and probiotics instead of something with a laxative effect. I'm not a fan of X-Lax or Miralax or any of that stuff. You need the right ratio of insoluble to soluble fiber. Therefore, I recommend either Advocare's Fiber Pack or Thorne Fiber Men. And Joni, some people are having a tough time finding the community. If you could grab them a link to the community, that would be great. Maybe they can find it with a link on the mobile friend. Sorry, guys, my internet went down for a minute. Sorry about that. I'm back. Y'all still hear me okay? What I was saying was, I hope that many of our clients will also work on their mental health by getting out of Facebook, getting off of there. I don't know if we realize the damage that Facebook is doing to our mental health. I really believe that. There's also a new sitemap that we're working on, everyone. Just to show you, we will improve the sitemap, but if you're having a hard time finding anything, we got to get everything added to it. But now we have also added a little easier to follow sitemap, where you can do a search for the feature that you're looking for. So here you can see not everything on the website's listed yet. Sasha's working on it as she can get to it, but it's a little easier to find what you may be looking for, and we'll keep adding features. A lot of our members don't realize all the features that's on here, so we're still adding them. We got so many to add, but the sitemap's pretty cool too. Anybody else, any other questions or comment? Yes, Diane. Comparison is the thief of joy, certainly. If we make comparisons to what we see on Facebook, comparing our life to others and our weight loss to others, and yeah, it can really steal our joy. Good point. Thanks, Karen. Thank you. A lot of it's 80% complete, not fully complete, but we're getting there. We're pushing it a little bit every day. Anyone else? Any other questions or comments? Have I been crying? I seem like I'm down. No, I'm not down at all. I'm dealing with allergies. Right before I come on here, I had to change contact lenses. So no, I'm not crying. Where do I find the sitemap? Let me show you that again. So thank you, Terry. So here I go to the homepage. On the homepage, when you log in, this is the homepage. It says sitemap right here. That's your sitemap. Click on sitemap, and most of the important features are now listed here, and it allows for a quick search. And we're going to add a lot more to this sitemap so that everyone has one place they can go and find what they're looking for. Thank you, Diane. We've worked hard on the new library too. More changes to come. We basically spent this year getting ready for 2023. We've been trying to rework our entire program all year long. So been a year of reset for us. More to come, we hope. I am a little tired. I feel good, but I am a little tired. Anyone else? Any other questions? Have you had your happy juice? I have. I'm trying to back away from too many servings of it. And I had my first serving at 4:30 a.m. So it has way worn off now. Love my happy juice. Be time for another serving after this class, I believe. MCT oil and coconut oil are approved oils that we want to cook with at home. MCT oil is going to be preferred. 100% medium chain triglycerides is better than 60%. Coconut oil is a little more than 60% MCT, but both are approved. I certainly will, Lynn. I certainly will. It's good to have you in session today. We miss you. Yes, Chris, good approach. Happy juice. So I guess you're finding too that it's very complimentary when you're trying to abstain from eating. I like to use it as part of my fasting routine because I just don't, it's not that I don't feel well. It's just I don't feel like eating. I don't even think about eating when I'm on happy juice. In fact, I've not had a bite to eat today, and just haven't been hungry. Anybody else? Any other questions or comments? Don't be shy. This is our time together, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. We have 2 classes tonight, makeup classes for group 1 and group 2 that's going through our beginner course. Anyone else? Any other questions, comments, things that are holding you back, information you need to keep moving forward? Thank you, Teresa. So it's my honor and my privilege. Don't forget, if the Lord lays it on your heart, we certainly are taking more partners. We need you. You can go to www.helpshibboleth.com, www.helpshibboleth.com. Thank you, Patricia, one of our great partners as I speak. Thank you, Patricia. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, Jetabug. Yeah. Actually, around here, we probably should say it goes from advanced to medium advanced to very advanced. Yeah, we have a great team at the Shibby Shop. Fantastic team. Thanks for recognizing them, Sherry and Kristen. Patricia Hurt. Diane says, I've taken MNS Delta for years, but recently tried Omni and I'm having better appetite control. It is a little better for appetite control. Omni is a little bit better than Delta. Delta a little better for energy. Both are really solid, comprehensive product. Anyone else? Yeah, we want to really start talking more about the 4 pillars, which are faith. Faith, got to have faith in yourself. Faith in God, vision, nutrition is one of the pillars, good nutrition, like what we teach. Exercise, one of those pillars. and then supplementation to fill in any nutrient deficiencies that one may have. That will create more efficient fat loss. Tammy says, I'll chime in. I tried Happy Juice last night a few hours after dinner to see how it would be. I was alert, and then when ready for bed was relaxed. It helped my back pain, me too. Helped me sleep better. It was awesome. I just shot it and followed with water. Oh, you're a warrior like Sasha. Ooh. Yeah, y'all are tough. Sasha Swanee's that it's more potent too. When you shoot it rather than mix it. And another thing that you might want to try, if your doctor's okay with it, if you're using it for rest and relaxation, coupling it with L-theanine. I've found that to really help me too, coupling it with L-theanine. Paula asked about an information sheet for Happy Juice. Unfortunately, I just did a long video. It's way too long. I've heard from quite a few people that it is a long video. But you can break it up and get through it and hear all the pros and cons of Happy Juice. I can give you the link to that. If Joni doesn't mind giving you the link to it, it's on a section of our website that we call Easter eggs. There's a video and a disclaimer so that you can figure out if that product's right for you, and then maybe consult your physician. Everyone's not going to be a responder, and not everyone should be taking it. So please be careful. Safety first. You'll need the password JOY, J-O-Y, lowercase J-O-Y, JOY, to get that information, Paula, once Joni gives you that link. Diane's dog is texting. Yeah, it's L-theanine. I hope I'm spelling it right without it being in front of me. L-theanine. I get mine from Amazon. So it helps you relax, calms you down. So you add that to your Happy Juice as a potentiator, and it's really nice. Real nice calming effect. Thank you, Joni. Anybody else? All hearts and minds cleared. Everybody get a takeaway today, something to keep them going today, and then just be good until tomorrow at 11. We'll do it again. Thank you all. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, everyone. Look forward to seeing my group folks tonight. Don't forget to journal. Got a new partner? I hope so. Thank you so much. We need it. And look forward to even more partner perks. And don't forget to check out that exercise progression system. If you need help with it, reach out to Sasha or Joni, and they'll get you the link to some of your partner perks, and many more partner perks coming. So some fun stuff on the horizon. Which groups meet tonight? Group 1 and Group 2 makeup class from Monday night. We didn't meet Monday night due to having to be on the phone. We were afraid that the compromise that we had on our social media platform might impact our website, which it did not, thankfully. Our website's very secure. So it only affected us from a social media platform perspective. So we were dealing with that late. We were in panic mode Monday night, so we had to reschedule Group 1 and Group 2 for tonight. Okay, y'all, have a great day. Talk to you again real soon. God bless you.